Good morning, welcome to Garden Days. Today I'm going to be tackling some odd jobs in the garden, but before I do that I want to give you some updates. I did cut the watering system back on and the drip is going. I have a schedule. The veggie garden, since it's early, normally I would start with every 3, 4, maybe 5 days because it's still kind of cooler temps. But everything's going so well and we've had nice weather, so I decided to do it to every other day. Not to mention I have planted some seeds in, but I'll go into that in just a moment. Speaking of watering the garden, I wanted to go over this. In our last video, we installed this 275-gallon IBC tote for rainwater catchment, and I do plan on adding another one. If you haven't seen that video, just check out the last video that I posted, or I'll leave a link at the end of this video. But this is in preparation for any rain that we'll get and also the monsoon season. I've been going around and watering certain plants because on this side of the garden it gets watered every 5 days, so certain things that might need a little bit more water I just go around and hand water, like my seeds that I've started here, and also strawberries that haven't come up yet. I have some new variety of asparagus and some flowers here, MS Torch, and this is, what is this? Oh, marigolds, and the variety is Dainty Marietta. These are some plants I still need to get planted in, which I might get to today. I have the gladiolas that are already coming up, and there's a few in that one as well. I need to get this rose planted. It's a climbing rose, a red variety. And I'm not sure if I'll plant the agave today. I'm saving them for a project that's coming up. Right now the watering system's watering all the containers, and these are some new planted seeds. I have arugula here, which you can see is already coming up. I'm excited about the arugula, one of my favorite salad greens. And also there's violas that I've seeded here, but none of those have come up yet. I've done the violas all through here. And this is Swiss chard. All of them have seemed to germinated. I have 3 patches there. And then over here is kale. And all of these seem to have germinated as well. Well, except on this side, there's some here. Oh, something's eaten that one. I might have to reseed that. Anyways, I put a cantaloupe seed here, and there's a pumpkin here. I did top dress the mint. I need to probably water these in really well since there's seeds in here. And I bought calendula seeds that I planted in this pot here. I've grown calendula before, but it's been several years. I'm excited about that. And then I have some more pumpkin here. I just heard the water kick on for the main veggie garden. So here I have some watermelon seeds. There's about 3 of them that'll come up. And then I did, what was this here? Okra. And these seeds were sent to me from a subscriber. 2nd place okra. I'm excited about that. And these are the strawberries that I planted not too long ago. Looking a bit dry. I need to water those more often. That's why I went ahead and turned on the watering system. And I have these that I got from the nursery. These are the Eversweet. I'm excited about those. And they actually still look good. So I seeded these 3 rows here. Moved the poppies to that spot and that spot. And right here you can see the rhubarb is starting to come up. Let's see. What did I plant in here? I know I added more onions into this row here, so it'd be a full row of onions. Oh, that's right, I did sweet corn through here on both of those. There and there, I planted some giant double zinnias. Now, normally I wouldn't start seeds out this early in the garden, but since we've been having unseasonably warm weather, I thought I'd give it a go. Our last frost date is May 15th, so we still have a little bit till then. Hopefully, we don't get any harsh frosts, and if we do get below freezing temps, then I will cover certain plants. I did plant some bush beans along here, and no signs of life from my peonies yet, although this one, it looks like it's struggling. The cold's affected it, but I'm sure it'll come back up. Oh, look at that. I think sunflower has seeded itself there. There's a couple in here. I've seen some over there as well. On this side over here, I did some Cosmo, and this is Sensation Picotee. Those are beautiful. I'm excited about those. So these are newly planted and they're doing well. They're elderberry. This variety is John's. This one's Adams, and this one is York. Oh my God, look at the asparagus. This is definitely ready to harvest, and I already have harvested some. And some of these are new patches that I did last season, so it'll take a while for those to get established. Speaking of established, look how big that rhubarb is. It's humongous. It's doing well. That's the one that's been growing there for probably 3 or 4 years, and I haven't touched it. I had another one that was doing just as good right here, but I dug it up and divided it into different spots. One is the one I showed you earlier. I have another one here, and I did put one back in this spot, but no signs of life yet. This is one of the new figs that I planted this season. It's the Violetta de Bourdeaux. And here is my Eden climbing rose. It's not really doing much. It's probably still a little too cold for it. I didn't mean for this video to become a tour video, but I guess that's what it's gonna be. Anyways, my grapes kind of struggled, and so did this larger fig that I planted. Yeah, this right here, crispy leaves. The cold affected it, but it's okay. It should pop back up and get more leaves. Speaking of leaves, I have another grapevine here, and it's starting to get leaves. So I can't keep these both in this spot. I'm gonna have to move one or the other. Since this one is newly planted, I might go ahead and just get this one moved. This grape here was also affected by the cold weather, and the strawberries are still looking good. This one that I planted last season, or actually it might be 2 seasons ago, which is the Vanessa seedless grape. That's what the other small one is. So I might move the Vanessa somewhere else, just so I have 3 different varieties in this spot. But yeah, it wasn't affected by the cold. This fig here was obviously affected by the cold, but it's already starting to get new buds. So I'm happy about that. And I think we only have one day that's supposed to be pretty cold, like 26 degrees. So I'm gonna cover it back up when that comes. And look, I have potatoes that are coming up from last year. I just popped a bunch of potatoes in, I never dug them up, so they're starting to come back up. And let's see, I have this honeysuckle that I planted here. I just put a drip emitter to it, that way it gets better water, because the drip emitters are kind of far from the plant, so I wanted something right on the root ball. And no signs of life from these figs yet, still too early. The honey berries are still looking good, and so is this nectarine. I know one thing that I've decided I'm going to do with this garden bed is put sweet potatoes in it, because I have some sweet potatoes that are already starting to sprout, so I want to get them in the ground, and I thought they'd be perfect here along the edge. I'm not sure yet if I want to just make it all sweet potatoes in this garden bed or do 2 different rows, but I haven't decided quite yet on what I want to do with this garden bed over here. We will get those sweet potatoes in the ground today. That's one of the things I want to tackle. I don't have anything planted here, and since I have the watering system on, I do want to get something here. So I might move one of those grapes here so it can grow on this side of the trellis. I think that will be cool. And then have the climbing rose on the other side. And then I'll have an empty spot there. I need to put something in, but I'll figure that out later. I'm glad the garden's starting to wake up and looking good. Oh, there's one more thing I want to show you. But yeah, another thing I need to get to, not sure if that'll be in today's video, is actually getting some of this grass that's growing along the fencing here, because it's getting kind of ridiculous, especially on that side. Oh, and I forgot to show you, the onions are starting to flower. This is just the patch I leave alone. I had thought to maybe cut these off, or some of them off, so that the plant can actually size up and not worry about the flower. But I just like leaving this patch here. I think it's beautiful. I probably won't cut the flowers. And speaking of flowers, I had seeded some wildflowers through here, and only 3 things took in this area right here. I have some phlox, which is blooming now. Isn't that beautiful? And then right below it here is the Mexican hat plant. I'm not sure what this is. because I haven't seen it bloom yet, but I guess we'll see. Looks like it is gonna bloom. So that's exciting. But the peach tree, I don't know if you can see that, does have peaches still. Good morning, Moo Moo. The rest of the garden is doing well and things are starting to wake up, but I'll do a full tour of the front garden later. I've watered all the planters except the ones in this corner. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some water on those. The violas haven't been doing that great. They did bloom for a little while, but then they just stopped blooming. I need to fertilize them, but that's Thursday is what I have it set for. There was a sedum coming up in this one. Something must have eaten it because it's not there anymore. It's the only problem about sedum here. I think the rabbits and rodents like the sedum and they'll eat them down. Oh well. I think I already watered this one. I'll give it a little extra water. I probably should go ahead and water the newer plantings in. I thought this hickory was dead. I didn't see any signs of life, but now I see something popping up. Awesome. And I have this hollyhock here. I need to get planted today. I might not plant it here. I also want to plant some iris in this spot here because there's nothing going there yet and I have an emitter there. Some more newly planted things. I want to see how much the vegetable garden used in water. 45 gallons, that's not bad. And like I said, that'll be every other day. Well, it's definitely starting to warm up today. I'm gonna go get my gardening hat and then plant the plants I had mentioned earlier. Then I'll show you what I've got planted in. Okay, I've got the rose planted here. This is a red rose. I'm either going to get an arbor for it to climb up and over, or I'll just train it along this fence here. I think that would be pretty too. Let me know in the comments what you think. What took me so long was cleaning up the edge of the garden bed. There was a lot of grass growing in the border and also along the fencing. I see I missed one right there, and also on that side. I'll have to grab those two. But I figured out something. I want to do an extension on this garden bed. This gets a lot more sun over here, especially hot late afternoon sun. What I'm going to do in the next video is create another garden bed, but I'm going to create it right here. It'll make the pathway a bit narrow, but I think that'll be cozy to walk through, just like the ones in the garden bed. And this one is going to be a rock garden with agave and succulents. I'll do some yucca in here, more drought-tolerant plants, and just make it a rock garden. I think that'll look really nice. I'll mound it up with soil. I'll scoot all of this gravel back. Then I'll probably get different kinds of rocks to put in here. I never did like how wide this area was right here. Not to mention a lot of grass seeds grow and I'm always having to weed it, especially closer to the fence. So I think this will help prevent it and make weeding easier if I just make that garden bed right there. I think it's gonna be lovely. But I'll get to that in the next video. I'm going to go ahead and plant just a few more things and then call it quits. Like I said, I have the hollyhock to plant over there, and then I'm going to plant these irises here and the gladiolas in the back. But luckily there's not as much garden cleanup here. I just have a few patches of grass growing. All right, let's get to it. Yay, I am done. So I've got the irises. There's 3 different kinds here. Guess I didn't really go over it. This one is the Dangerous Moo. And, oh, where's the tag for that one? Oh, I lost it. Then this one back here is the Superstition. Oh, here it is, right here. This is Full Tide Iris. And it actually has growth coming up. That's awesome. I had a couple irises that I didn't plant out yet, and this is the Dangerous Mood. It's a beautiful one too. I added 2 of those next to the apple tree. Then over here by this plum and in between the rows, I added 1. I just saw this. I need to add something into here. It looks kind of bare, but I have to get the drip from over here. I'll work on that later. Maybe when I create that garden bed, I can find something to put in this one. I didn't end up putting anything there, so there's another spot that I need to plant in. And this cactus died off. There's a drip emitter there. I need to go ahead and pull that as well and find something for that. But then I did the yellow hollyhock here, and I see little green shoots coming from it, so that's awesome. I'm so glad my heuchera is coming back. I definitely thought that died off. And I just fertilized it too and gave it a good drink of water. Made a mental note that I need to find 6 plants, either go to town and get them or get them somewhere from the garden by separating something. But anyways, I am done. Very happy how everything is and how everything's starting to flesh out. So I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me today. And if you want to check out more videos, they'll be over here. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can do so there. We'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Oh darn, I forgot about the sweet potatoes. I'll have to do that next time.